Hey guys, we're back with our 6th podcast on our channel. I just want to say thank you so much for all the support that people have been giving for our podcasts. So I'm Josh.
I'm Milo.
And I'm Tom.
And we are JMTS. So guys, we are going back to our roots and we're going to be talking about dance today. And don't let that discourage you. If you're not a dancer, you'll still find this quite interesting. It's quite personal about us. You'll kind of get to know us more, as this is something that we've all done for years and years, and it's what brought us together doing these podcasts. If you want to know more about us, our first podcast kind of explains it all. This is going deep into our dance roots.
This this follows on from our first ever podcast, really.
Yeah. So we don't really have kind of like a set thing that we're going to do today. We've got like one question to start us off, but the rest of it is just completely, off script. We're just gonna make up as we go along. But
not that we have a script every time. We're not.
we never have a
we're
script.
Not acting.
I mean, like we have questions prepared usually. But today we've just got the start off one of when we started dance. So yeah, I'm gonna hand over to Milo and hit me.
Oh, okay. So I started dance I'd say 3 or 4. 4 sounds good. I started ballet because about 2 years ago or something, I saw Matthew Bourne's Nutcracker, and I was just like 2 or 3-year-old me glued to the seat, was like, oh, that's cool, and that kind of made me want to be like, I want to do dance. I started doing a lot of ballet with like little stuff, like little kid stuff where you go like good toes, naughty toes, good toes, naughty toes, and all that. That was fun.
Good memories.
The memes.
Yeah.
The memes. Then I started doing street dance like age 6, so I'm hip. Hey.
He does that and then he does that.
Shut up. And
some like a hip hop rep.
Hey, is that like a company or something? We can't even have any like suing.
No, it's not a company.
No free promotion.
I was the main character in their little dance thingy. They did a curtain raiser and I did it with Zoo Nation.
Oh, some like it hop, like some like it hop. Oh, wow, that's good. Well done. Wow, mind blown. Well, sorry. Okay.
Carry on.
And then I did dance for a good bit. Started progressing through that. Then I stopped because moving around and stuff, and I didn't do dance till I was like 14. I want to say 14, 13 or something. Because of like peer pressure, of course. A male dancer, there's a lot of stigma and a lot of like, there's a lot of insults that come with it. Oh yeah,
yeah.
As to say it lightly. No, I'm joking. Okay, yeah, and then I started again. In GCSE, it came up again, dance, and I was like, you know what? Let's go back to doing dance. So yeah, I got right back into that, and that was the first time I was introduced to contemporary dance. Now, what is contemporary dance? I hear you say. Thank you, Tom. Well,
that's all right,
contemporary
Milo.
dance is a genre of dance performance that developed during the mid-20th century and has since grown
he's
to
reading
be
off
one of the most dominant genres for fully trained
it.
dancers throughout the world. With blah 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 blah.
What is going on?
It incorporates elements from many styles of dance due to its technical similarity. Okay, it's basically a bit of everything, but condensed into like a little And ever since then, I've been ever since, what have I done since then? I've been dancing constantly. I've been doing shows. I've been doing just loads of stuff. I've been into auditions. I auditioned for the Swindon dance thing and got in, and then that's how I met these guys eventually. And
after a year,
I think.
How many left?
Yeah, and I'm going to be carrying on to do dance at uni. I won't say which because I don't want people stalking me. And that's my life.
Yeah. I think you've already said it in one actually.
Have I? Oh, well.
Yeah, you should
no.
go watch all of the podcasts from beginning to end.
Just to storm. Okay, great.
So you find out where he's going.
Yeah, I think that's my Milo and that's my life. Tom, what about you?
Oh, me. Okay, so I lived in Fareham.
Where's
Where's
Fareham?
It's near Southampton,
Okay.
Okay.
near Portsmouth, near all that place. Anyway, so I lived there, and then I moved. And when I moved, I was 10.
Okay.
10 or something. And that's when I started dance. So I started dance at like 10. Why did I say all that start stuff?
I don't know
I
why.
don't
Let's just
know.
carry on. Let's just
I was like,
carry
this
on.
is going
Carry
very
on.
slowly.
I was
So
like,
I
moved.
started dance at 10. I started, so out of these two, I am a hip hop dancer, more of a hip hop based.
Definitely.
Yeah, that was so. Yeah, I started off with commercial. Now commercials contemporary mixed with, well, it's street dance mixed with contemporary. But street dance is sort of like a mix of everything.
Mm.
So then when you add contemporary dance to it, it creates commercial. Yeah, and then so I did that, and obviously when I started, there was a lot more boys. It was literally a whole boy class.
Which is quite
And as I
lucky.
started going through, I did some grades. I did some dance grades. And then as it went on, I was umming and ahhing if I wanted to stay at this dance place because I was the only boy.
Mm.
Because a lot more girls started getting into it, and I'm not saying that's bad. Like, that's good. But there was a point where like all the guys were like, "Oh, I'm gonna go off and not do this anymore." And I think that's a big thing when you're starting dance. Don't be afraid. Like, just do what you want to do. If you want to do ballet, do it. As a guy, just do it. Don't see it as just a female. Guy ballet dancers are wicked. They're sick. Like, honestly, their strength they have is unreal.
Professional ones, not
professional.
ones in training.
Even in ones in training, you get strong so fast.
Yeah, that's true.
And in contemporary. So don't be afraid to do that. It's really good for your fitness. And if you're a hip hop dancer and you do ballet, you become such a good dancer.
It's true. It's true.
It's true.
Yes.
You get opposite ends. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Makes me.
So yeah, I did that, and then when I was 14 or so, that's when I started to stop dance-ish. I was still doing the lesson, but then by then I sort of stopped. I stopped doing exams, and I was doing a little bit of dance. I was enjoying it, and then I got to 16, started college. That's when I joined the not contemporary, the urban program in Swindon. Yes. But while I was doing that, I also started ballet. Well, actually, no, I started ballet at 17. And I did that for almost a year, I think. Or just before I was 17. I was just before I was 17. Started ballet. But during all of this, I joined a male dance company. All male dance company, but for contemporary and sort of physical theatre. I did a project at the Mayflower Theatre. That's a theatre down where I live. It's one of the biggest. Oh, hey. That leads on to this. But yeah. So I started that at like 15. I started the all male dance contemporary group, and then when I was 16, that's when that opened my eyes to hip hop because of the urban program in Swindon. And I was like, oh, what's urban dance? That's what they like to call it. And it's sort of what you do on the day is sort of you learn house. There's all it's like tap, so it relates to tap. So if you did tap and you did house, amazing.
Was house what you were trying to teach me when I was down at the music and dance thing? And I just couldn't.
Doing that. Was that all?
I was so bad.
That was that's light feet. But
Light
it's
feet,
sort of the
okay.
same thing as
Yeah.
house.
I found that so
Yeah.
difficult.
Yeah,
I
it's
found it really
hard.
difficult. Blimmin' hell.
Yeah, it's hard.
Oh.
But then and they also do all the body popping, where they like their arms tense.
Oh
And
yeah, I
like,
know. I've tried that, but I'm never.
It's the
again.
best thing to like watch, I think.
It's really
it
cool
is,
to
it's
watch.
sick. It's so
Yeah.
sick when people like even contemporary dancers do it. They learn to do it, and then they make their hand shake like deliberately just from popping, and it's just like how do you do it, Milo?
Oh dear.
Thank you, mate.
Okay.
And yeah, so that's when I found the love for breaking.
Mm.
As I was going to say, as you guys all know, but you don't, because we haven't had this podcast yet. I'm a die-hard breaker. So that's break dance. If you guys didn't know, I love it. Now I've sort of stopped dance. That's what I do all the time. Like tomorrow I'm going out and I'm doing breaking. I'm busking and doing some breaking, and just training. It's my love. I think when you're a dancer, you sort of find your preferred style. Like during this, I'm still gonna carry on doing the all-male dance company because they're amazing. They've helped me mentally and physically progress, and sort of find who I am. But breaking is just, it's my love and passion and joy. It's a bit like parkour, because you guys know that I will do parkour and free running tricking. That helps my mind to release whatever's pent up in my head. And sort of breaking helps me do that. And I think as an athlete, you will find your little niche. Like I'm sure Milo has one. Like, what's yours?
Yeah, I put you on spot.
I don't know, really. I think my niche is probably going to be contemporary because I'm going to be happy to go into that. But like the favorite thing I love to do is probably tribal dance. I just love. I don't know. It's just something powerful about it. Your body percussion, everything about that, the stamps. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah,
I think that's my favorite one to do.
For like that's Milo's thing. That makes him feel good, and that's and same with me for breakdance. I like spinning on my head.
Yeah.
Getting quite good, actually.
I wouldn't have thought. I wouldn't have thought I'd be doing that 3 years ago. I looked at it and I was going, "Whoa,
no way, that's not me."
And then now I'm sort of, it's really nice. So yeah, that's my dance story. I think we'll talk about a bit more about it in a bit. And Milo's. So what about you, Josh?
Okay, so I was quite late to the dance scheme.
Not as late as me. Come on.
I don't know, actually. So I did gymnastics ever since I was a kid, and it was only in year 6 I first got introduced to dance.
Oh, okay. So
yeah. And it wasn't even like proper. It was just like a teacher came into a school for PE lessons to teach break dancing.
Honestly, that's how I started. The teacher came in and taught a bit of street dance, and I was like, "Oh my, this is dance! Wow!"
But I mean, I'd already done a lot of gymnastics, so and in gymnastics, I have to do routines on the floor, which is kind of dancey. So I already had I was able to move fairly well, and I found it quite fun. Pretty basic, but I found that fun, and that was my first kind of experience dancing. I then found out for a friend about the CAT program, the Centre of Advanced Training, and I was like, that looks something that could be a potential to expand on my dancing. So I got my...
That's a big word for Joshy.
Okay. I got my the teacher from school to help me make a routine up for the audition for CAT, and it was literally I went to the audition and I was like, I don't know how old I was in year 6, but I was primary school kid. Everyone else there was like year 10, and I was the only young person wearing like one of those kind of flat caps with like cushions so that I could try and do like headstands and stuff, and I was just there on the floor in front of like a panel of like 5 of the teachers just doing my trash little
well, it worked, didn't it?
But yeah, it did actually work. I don't think
headstands work.
I don't think that was kind of the main thing that got me through, because
Yeah.
there was a class that came along with the audition. You had to do a ballet class. That was my very first time doing ballet class, and I was like, that's for girls. I don't want to do that. But my parents pushed me into it, and I did for class. And I think they saw potential in me, which is why they took me on, and I've been there since. But
You still got many years.
I do. I've taken a break for part of this year, and I don't know about it next year, because of GCSEs and how it's going to be confusing. I'm not going to get into that.
Yeah, that's the point.
But yeah, so I started CAT then. My first time was like halfway through year 6. My first kind of me being in the program, and yeah, that's when I first started to learn contemporary and ballet. And I learned through that ballet is, however much it's ballet, like it's if you're gonna be a dancer, any style of dance or just fitness, it's like so important for like
It's what you call a base level dance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like it's a lot harder than you think. Like there's loads of films out there about like rugby players trying it, and they get like really sweaty and stiff in like the first 20 minutes. And it's kind of true, However much
20 minutes.
rugby is also a really hard sport, but it is very different to ballet, and ballet helps. So I'm sort of waffling about that. What's next? So that's when I first started dance. And I've been doing the same style since. I've done a few classes of like things like jazz. I wasn't very good at
jazz. Jazz is good.
I mean, I was okay at it. Didn't like it. But the thing is, I've never done street dance since. As soon as I got into CAT, I just stopped street dance. Like that was the thing that got me into it, and I just haven't really done it. Like
I remember when we're doing that thing in Swindon, and all the break dancers and stuff. We were just having like fun, just jamming out, and then Josh just comes in and goes, "How'd you do this?"
But to be fair, he did do it in the end.
He did.
Fair.
I mean,
That's what I'm trying to get out.
things.
That's what I'm trying to get out.
Mm.
Is that Josh does have potential. I think everybody has. But let's never limit yourself. Never say, "Oh, I can't do this or I can't do that." Because the little me, when I started parkour, I looked at someone doing a backflip, going, "I'll never be able to do that." Now it's just nothing. I just you just do it, and it's not. You never think about it.
Yeah.
If you look at me now, I have to think about doing a head spin. Well, a couple of them, and then you look at someone like Little Zoo, who's a really insane dancer. Like,
yeah,
you'll get there. You'll be able to do them a lot better with practice and years of trying. It's just
yeah.
it's like stages, and yeah. So that's
it won't be as easy as you think.
So as everyone's seen, Milo has got a really bad camera. And there's only one way of fixing that, and that's subscribing, so we can get to 1,000, so we can buy a new camera.
That's good. Get me a camera. Shut up. Carry on.
Anyway, did you know, this is really off topic, but I signed up for Amazon affiliates. We've actually got links in the description for microphones and things that we're using and that we recommend.
I've got an affiliate to be going as well, actually. But let's not talk about that, because we're talking about dance right now, aren't we?
Right, moving on.
He's just gonna put a picture of alcohol.
Right, so
he just realised.
My tea's here. All right, don't mind me.
Let's keep it recording. Come on, let's go.
Really?
Look, Josh's parents are really kind, and they bring him down food.
They always bring me stuff. Actually, that's my brother who brought it to me.
Oh, come say hi. Let him come say hi to the podcast.
He's gone. There's a jack potato, which I hate, so I won't eat that. But there are kebabs, and I like those. So.
Do you know, this is great. This is why we do podcasts. So every once a month or something like this, guys, we're gonna have a chill podcast. It's not gonna be about much. Yeah. It's just gonna be like like that.
We start off quite serious, but yeah. My dad just got an outdoor fire pit, so he's just been like roasting loads of things.
Nice.
Not complaining. It's not. There might be an affiliate link for a fire pit in the description if you go check it out.
Fire pit.
Helps me
buy this fire pit for $1.99.
Not a telecom.
No. Okay. So yeah, we've all done a lot of dance. I think.
What's the biggest misconception with dance?
Wait, no, I don't have one.
Yeah.
Musically
Tiny dance.
misconceptions. Musically
No.
misconceptions.
But it's not about music.
No,
Kind of,
no,
what's
'cause
something that
that's-
people
Yeah, but
think
can be
about
thrown at
dance, but isn't actually true?
So people go. This is a big one for me. They go. I do a lot of. I did a webinar, and I was really making the point of, don't use the word dance. Say if you guys are new to dance, and someone goes up to you, would you like to try our dance lesson? Oh, I can't dance. Like, what? And I'm there going. I'm honestly going. Why can't you go? Would you like to try our movement class? You'll learn some cool little skills. Like, if you say movement, I'd be more like, oh, that's interesting. Then, do you want to try our hip hop dance class or ballet dance class?
They start to sound very like a lot of like.
They sound
hard
formal,
and
they sound hard. They sound formal. Yeah.
Like, if you've never done it before.
It's like with everything. Like, someone goes, would you like to come to our gym class? I'll be like, whoa. If I was new to it, I'll be like, nope.
No, thank you.
What about Milo?
Huh?
What about Milo?
Oh, misconception.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll say this one. Okay. Josh, you can bleep this out if you want. I don't think I.
Okay. No, I don't want to have to go through and bleep things out. So.
Just do it. Just say it. Just say it.
Don't, because we'll get to
okay, I'll say a better, a PC version. Okay, dance is for weak wimps.
No, you can't
I know
prove
what
that,
you're
though,
gonna
don't
say.
That stuff.
And if you
I was
guys know
gonna
what you're
say,
gonna say, you can imagine he said that. Yeah.
The P.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think this is. Try not to. I think this is wrong. How about you do a dance like lesson, and then you can say we're week after. So shut up. I think dance. Out of all the stuff I've ever done, I've done a lot of fitness. I've done some rugby. I've done some cricket. I've done loads of sports and stuff. And I think the hardest thing is dance. And the most tiresome. So. No, yeah. So
yeah.
Oh my god, what we come to.
I had to say it.
I agree with Milo on that note.
Because as soon as you say I do ballet as a boy, and it's like
that leads on quite well to my one of
everybody else.
People say boys who dance are gay. And
first of all, homophobic. How dare you?
Sometimes it's true.
Nothing wrong with that.
Boys can be gay who dance, but not all boys are. And like
in every other sport, And
I think it's because when you are dancing, there aren't many boys in the industry, and you're usually with girls. And
honestly, if you're a boy dancer, you have much more chance in the industry than a girl.
Yeah,
that's actually also true.
Kind of a balance.
When I started, no, that was not. It was like hardest thing to get into the industry. Now it's like you have much more of a chance.
Yeah, and there are a lot more roles.
That's a really good point as well. As a male doing auditions and stuff as well, I know that I'm very privileged in this aspect because there's so few boys doing it that it's kind of it's a rarity.
That's a fun one. That's a good one to go on to. Auditions. Okay, so
it's a lot easier for boys.
My opinion, it's not just that though. My opinion on auditions is now I never treat them like auditions. I never call them an audition. I say, I've got this workshop.
Yes, that's a good way.
Some of it is a workshop.
I always take it as a new learning experience. Never think of it when you go into a audition. I go right. I'm not here to get in, even though I want to. I might want to get in, but I'll go in and I'll be like, let's just have fun. And
it's a good experience as well.
And you learn more. But okay, it's a bit different for contemporary dance, I think. But usually with hip hop auditions, you have a freestyle at the end. Everyone gets into a massive circle, and this is when you need to be brave, right? If you're there with about 100 other people, you only have 2 minutes to go in and freestyle, right? 2 minutes. That's for if someone wants to go in, they just go in. You don't have 2 minutes each. You just go in. So that means not many people will get to go in. You just need to be brave. go in
Yeah.
and show them what you are, who you are as a dancer, and what you can, like your best tricks or whatever.
And express
Especially
yourself
in
through it.
Yeah, exactly, and especially in hip hop, show what you are good at, because there might be a role in the show where they want you to do a backflip or flips or a head spin or something like that. Guaranteed, the majority of it is for me getting in. I may be a boy, yeah, sure, does make my life easier. I never think like that. I never think like that. I just go and try my best. That's all it is. Try your best. But as a boy, I have got opportunities because my technique might not be that good compared to other dancers. I may not be as good as other dancers, but I can do something. Like, as a male dancer, I would say learn some sort of trick or something.
Yeah, that's a good point.
They like, I know it sounds stupid, but it is sick. Any person who will go, they'll usually ask, so can you do any fancy tricks or whatever? Even if it's just a really sick butterfly kick, just like do something like that. That's what I'm saying. Like, but then if you're auditioning for something that you wouldn't necessarily usually get in, because it's like, I don't know, they're looking at a harder level, and you get in, work your ass off, because that means you will progress faster, because you've got, so this is you, right? This is your level. This is the other people with you, right?
Right.
They're dancing really high level, and you'll start to go up because you have to push yourself to be at the same level. And when you hit that, you realize everyone's progressing because they're trying new things. So that's what I see as an audition. If there's really sick people, I look at them, because I'm going, oh, what are they doing? Like, that's sick. But that's a hip hop one. That's sort of like going into hip hop. So,
and there's a lot of tricks involved with hip hop and stuff.
But I think even if you're a contemporary dancer, a little nice little trick is pretty nice to have.
True.
What about
something
you,
just
Josh?
under your belt like that.
Yeah. What do you think about auditions then? Sorry, I just had a rant.
That's okay. Oh yeah. Wait. Okay. I think this is my big point.
I said Josh, and then Milo starts talking.
Oh, sorry.
Never mind.
Carry
You
on, Milo.
continue.
Milo, you go.
I think my big point for anybody going into a dance audition, especially, I've done a few of these now, is presence. Immediately presence. How you walk into a room. I think Kat really has helped me. As soon as you walk in that room, everybody's eyes are on you. Do you want to be curled up in a ball?
So many people have their water and they're carrying it around, and they're like,
like, oh,
walk in, hold your water, be like, oh, you're
not
right.
talking
See
to
someone,
anybody.
smile at them, just be like, you're right, because they want you to have fun. They're not there to be like,
yeah, exactly. I think just my advice would be walk into there. You might not have any confidence, but pretend you do, and it makes all the difference. And you just go in there smiling. You can smile if you want, just however you express that approachability as well. You don't want to be like, I'm the best one here. You got all go away.
You always get that stereotype. You always get the really shy one that when they dance is sick, and then you get the the one that's really stuck up and really good, and you get the stuck up one that's just really bad and thinks the
that's
best.
the thing.
Then you get the shy one that's just shy and just got forced into it.
Exactly.
And then you get like the people in the middle that are just a bit like, right.
Just separate yourself, just such a positive aspect. I think that's what I can,
and
also it comes into, you might do something wrong. I've done everything wrong in an audition sometimes. I've forgot a move, I've forgot a whole sequence, and I've been the guy that's been like, as long as you can pull that off, as long as you can just make sure you have the audience and you can just
don't do the
carry
classic
on.
Face.
Don't be like,
oh sorry.
You can't. Show must go on, and they want to see that, especially in a dance audition.
I would say, a little sneaky tip for contemporary auditions, because I've done both. I've done ballet auditions as well. Is if you have to do group work, look for the people that are smiling and talking to other people as well as yourself, because you'll actually get something done.
and make sure you go for it. Don't be like, hey, can I join?
I wish I had
go.
Walk
can I be in your
over.
group? You know,
Right, my name's
be
Tom. Can I be in your
confident.
group? Yeah, sure. And they'll be like, sure, because you'll be like there and you'll have good presence.
Yeah.
If you walk over, can I be in your group?
You miss out on
sorry.
a lot if you don't.
Mm.
Sorry, you miss out on a lot if you're if you don't do things like if you don't take an opportunity that's there because someone else will. You know, it's a big like competition of trying to make sure that in things like group work and an audition, you're with the people who you think can help you, like, you know, do well in the audition. So that's why things like, you know, just making sure that you're the first one.
And also, if someone's struggling, you know the routine off by heart, help them.
Oh yeah, it's not like
That's a really good point.
free for all. It's gotta be human.
Yeah, help out. It's not going to be, oh, I've got to show myself up. It's, can you work well in a team?
Because the minute someone goes, oh, you see number 227, he's helping.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
that's,
exactly.
That's something that the
Looking for that
examiners
kindness.
or audition people look for.
The amount of times I've messed up before in an audition, and I'll tell you, like, well, no, someone messed up and I knew it, and I literally walked backwards to be in their line so I could help them. The other person didn't get in, but I did. I just was there and I was like, I can see. Well, it was a she, actually, not a he, but she was like, she was, you know, you could see she was really shy and she was just lost it after that, and I just literally walked next to her. And I just started doing it again.
And little things like that get you noticed. And once you've been noticed, they'll keep flicking their eyes back to you just to see what you're doing. And obviously it increases your
I don't
chances.
say do what I did, because that is quite a risky thing to
Yeah.
stop the dance,
Yeah, that is
go
quite
back.
risky.
But I just felt really bad. It was like really, really bad for this person.
That could go either of one or two ways.
It's because I sort of knew I was gonna. This is quite. I sort of knew I was gonna get in because the audition was sort of run by one of my teachers that asked me to audition.
Okay.
And I was supposed to be doing it with my group anyway. So I sort of was like, I'm just going to do it and help out.
That's a good attitude. Yeah. Also, I think... Oh, sorry, Josh.
No, it's fine. You continue.
I speak for everyone here. We've not always had the biggest confidence level.
Yeah.
You know, I used to be, years ago, a massive introvert, you know. Of course, now I'm popping off. But confidence. But I've always done something wrong. I've always done everything wrong in an audition a lot of the times. But it's about pulling that off and just carrying on and just having fun, I think. And if people see that, it's not about survival of the fittest in auditions, you know.
And some people act like it is, and you're just a bit like,
yeah,
you chill.
You're just going, okay, chill your beat. I think another one is oh no, I've sort of forgotten what I was gonna say.
Alright, I'll take over.
Yeah, go, hurry up.
So,
I'll tell you if I remember.
me, when it comes to me with auditions, I feel so bad for the girls because there are so many of them in the dance industry trying to get these roles, and they can be so much better than boys and not get in, and a boy will. And it's because boys are sort of off for. And like I was just a little year 6 trying to get in, and the person who told me about the CAT program was like, I don't know, they were like 16 and they were amazing, like grade 9 distinction, whatever. And they didn't get in, and I was just like, wow, it's hard. And I just feel like,
I mean, there are sick dancers in the advanced training, the CAT. All the dancers there were whoa.
Yeah.
Like, I was surprised I got in.
Yeah, I think that's that's a really good point.
I think I remember what I was going to say.
Go on.
Even if you're having a bad day, just try to bring yourself up and just throw yourself in there, because at the end of the day, if you love doing dance and it's a dance audition, you will enjoy it.
Yeah, I know that sounds like an impossible task to do, of just getting over it and just having, but it's just putting yourself in that mindset, and that will take practice. I think when I in CAT, I think really helped me, because the teacher would be like, come in, and he'd say, no, go back out, got to come in as if you're ready for dance and you're ready for an audition. And that's happened loads of times, and every time that has happened, which is happening a lot, I've got better and better of just being my stance in general.
Present.
I think. One thing I'll add to that, which has got nothing to do with that, I'm just going to say it anyway, is don't give up. You know, dance is hard. It's really physically, and it takes a toll on your body, physically, and mentally. And like, it's dance training. At our age, it is just training. It's however many hours a week, and it is solid training, and it's and occasionally they'll build up to shows, but otherwise it's just repetition, and it gets boring, and you just want to skive.
Let me say something. Cleaning
Cleaning
the movement.
The floor.
It's the deadest thing.
Yeah, no.
And so, right, you'll be here and you think, oh yeah, I'm sick. Your elbow's too high.
Yeah.
Is it too low? What?
Yeah.
What? And it's just like some movement that's supposed to be like, and it's like
you'll spend hours on like the same thing, and like you don't even get it that day. And I don't know if people watching this are unlucky enough to have to undergo intensives. If you are, I feel for you. Like, if you don't know what an intensive is, it is 4 or 5 days, sometimes 3, 3 for 5 days of
like 11
dance.
hours. 11 hours dance.
Altogether. I mean, they can be up to 7 hours a day. They usually are around a day of 7 hours dancing, and you stay accommodation, and then you wake up and you go back into the training, and then you go to bed and go back into the training, and you do that for 4 days, and it's to learn a piece.
The longest one is a week. I've done a week, and that was hey, your legs, you feel it in your legs, and it's. I remember I did an intensive sort of. I've done if you guys know who Flawless are, I've done an intensive with Flawless twice, and the first time I literally died, but then they saw me progress, because then the next year they were like, oh, he can do more flips now, and he can do a head spin, and literally Steady was just like great, and so I had to do the same move over and this is a cork, right? And corks kill me. Like, they take so much energy because you're throwing yourself backwards and twisting. I had to do that so many times in a day. I was just there and I was going, my back really hurts because I've twisted it, and then and by then I didn't really know that I had a back problem. So
the worst thing that happens, I think, in an intensive is you finish your day, you go back to wherever you're staying, and then you realise, I've got my GCSEs soon or something. I've got big test end of year test.
Other life and
you have to revise. And you're there after a hard day. You just want to take a really long shower, and you're revising. And it's just like, I mean, that's something I'm going to have to do this year, not so much last year. But you literally see people in their breaks at lunchtime with their textbooks out.
I've seen that.
Revising.
I've seen that,
And it's because in the holidays, you do get set a lot of work in the holidays. And if you're dancing 7 hours a day non-stop, you have to try and fit in your revision. And
I think that's with any sports, any athletics, or anything like that. You'll always have people like that.
Anything that school isn't really focused on that much as well.
I mean, my friend's really into football, and he trains every single day before school, after school, and till like 10. And he just says he's really hard to cope.
Yeah.
And with things, if you're really struggling, talk to your school about it.
I've got a mate who does way too much tennis to be normal, and he'll come into school
to be normal
with like his backpack with a couple of tennis rackets in it, and he would have woken up at like 5 and gone to tennis like 6 till 8, and then have to quickly get changed and go to school, and then you're just like, and he does it straight after school again every day, and you're just like, wow, you know. And I mean, I don't do that much of dance and gymnastics. I do have breaks some days when I don't have anything, and I'm glad because I'll fit in revision into that time. But the people who are competing at such a level, they have to cram it in every morning and
that's
afternoon.
Why I think, I mean, it's a bit different. I think for contemporary dance, it's so, actually no, and hip hop, it's a really competitive. So there's different types of competitiveness. In contemporary, there's like shows, and they do a lot of show competitions. In hip hop, I mean, in contemporary as well, there's a lot of freestyles, but especially in hip hop, there's things called battles.
Oh yeah.
Now that can
Oh
be
yeah.
1-on-1, that can be
I've been
2-on-2,
in one. They're intense.
that can be 3-on-3, or that can be groups. And they're right.
They are intense.
Right. They are the worst. It's the worst. That's when it's even worse than an audition. It's even worse than a show, right? You're face to face with someone, and you're just there, and you always. I think the first one I just froze. I was just facing them, and I go, and I was meant to be dancing. The beat was going, and I was going. And the other person, he's done so many. He was just there, just walking around, walking up and down with his little water, giving me a look, going. I was going, oh my days.
Yeah.
Like with battles, it's a lot of mental. But you see those people, and if they know they're going to go up against someone, you will see them looking that person up on YouTube. That's if they're known. Just looking at it, rewinding it, looking at it again, watching another one, rewind it, just constantly looking at how they move, so they can mock them.
That is mad.
And it's like, it's honestly, I really enjoy them now, but it's just you will see those people. They will go home, and lots of them have 9-to-5 jobs, like or more, and they're working 9 to 5. Sorry, what a way to yeah, and it's just they will get home, and I was talking to this popper. He's what's it called? What's that thing in the UK? Something dancer.
Oh, Greatest Dancer?
No. It's a big one. They do it every year, and they have like 7 dancers, 1 contemporary, ballet, jazz. You're just gonna have to
just carry on, guys.
Yeah. And it's like, well, I was talking to the poppy. He won the big dance competition or whatever, and he says he only practices an hour a day. He tries his best to get an hour a day in. That's like, honestly, if you're feeling that, if you are that committed, hat off to you. Like,
yeah.
That's a good point.
If you want something and you want to get it done, you just got to take it. That's a saying from, I know lots of people said it, but I know this saying from Banksy. He's my breaking teacher. He's just like, if you want something, you just got to take it.
Wait, the real Banksy?
Yeah, I was thinking that. Like,
yeah, sorry.
God,
so basically, my breakdancing teacher is Banksy. He was world champion, I think, maybe twice in breakdance. Getting on now, he's 50, but he's still doing windmills. But in dance terms, 50 and being a dancer and being able to still break dance is mental.
Yeah.
Like, it's not
like, why is your body not broken yet?
Exactly. Like, okay, you guys seen what really old ladies doing ballet? What is it, like 80, 90? And I'm going, Banksy's 50 and he's spinning on his head. Guaranteed he's going to still be spinning on his head till he's 60. That's mad. If someone 80 was trying to spin on their head, their neck would come off their shoulder. Yeah. it would be like disappeared. It would be like, what do you mean? It would just be like, hello.
It is amazing how people can carry on. And I think what you were saying earlier about commitment, we know no one really likes that word. We know no one really wants to spend the time. It's things with everything we kind of do as well, with fitness, with parkour, with a lot. It all takes time.
Yeah.
You can't get abs in 6 days. No, you can't. Do a head spin in like 2 hours. No, you can't.
You see these videos, learn to backflip in 5 minutes. Learn to pirouette in 2 minutes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. It's
right,
stupid. I hate those adverts and stuff like that. And like they're like, oh,
it's not even advert. Like many people put out.
Quite a lot of them are. The ones where people like say, "Oh, I can teach you how to do this," is literally like start with a backward roll, and then on a trampoline jump on your back. Like, no.
Oh yeah.
No, that just doesn't work.
As a coach, being like, as a coach for gymnastics and parkour and teaching dance, you can't just be like, I'm gonna do it. You have to like, what? Yes, okay. I've taught someone in 2 hours. Right, this is not everybody could do this, but this person specifically was good at sport, already fit, already sort of knew sort of about how to do it. Never tried it, never done any gymnastics, just sort of knew how to do it. Took me 2 hours, like 1 hour session, and I taught him some basics. He went home and practiced that every day for an hour. Then next week I said, all right, now we're going to take it up a step. And I could see he'd been practicing. In the first 10 minutes of him just doing the same step as last week. All right, you're ready. Supported him. Did a perfect backflip flat. Right. Then I just went, all right, let's try it. 3, 2, 1. I did that. Done it on his own. Now he's just, his backflip is one that I could stand up. I'm 5'9", right? I'm standing up. His backflip is here. Is literally about 5'8" feet off the.
Not saying that everyone can do that in a week.
No,
but,
that's what I just said. Not everyone could do it in a week. But if you want something,
you got to work for it.
You just got to work for it. Like me with a head spin, I was every night being like tap, 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 just on my head. And my neck, my neck literally swelled up. I just didn't care. I just wanted it.
Yeah.
So I did it every night. And yes, it did make my neck stronger. I do. And that is, that's a good thing. You don't want a chicken neck doing head spins. You'd be like,
yeah,
exactly. Cool. It just doesn't work like that.
In a lot of classes I've done as well, I think it shows when you've done a certain amount of like dance outside of school and blah blah blah, and outside of the class you're doing, because it just shows. I can't explain it anymore. If you do a load of dance outside of school and then or outside of the class or whatever you're doing, and then next to someone that does the bare minimum, does like just the class, who's going to be better? It's as simple as that. As simple as that. I can't explain it any other way. It's time.
I think you'd both be impressed to know I actually ate my jacket potato, which I don't like. So yeah.
Why don't you like jacket potato?
I just don't like potato. It just.
To be fair. Well, that's
things
that's
like
a
chips.
Weird thing to say.
Things like chips, I mind. I don't mind that. But when it comes to things like jacket potato and stuff, like I just.
Is it the crispy? What is it about a jacket potato that makes you so hateful of them?
Oh wait, you're muted. Let me.
Thanks.
Oh, wow.
No, I was going to say dances and anything is very time consuming.
Yep, it goes to anything. Goes to gymnastics. Goes to yeah. Oh wait, I've got a question for you guys.
Alright.
What is your least favourite dance style?
Oh, I can answer that.
Go on.
For me, not because of the style specifically, freestyle dance, because of all the medals they get so easily, and I'm just there like,
yeah.
You'll see these girls' rooms with like a shelf with all these medals, and they've never come first. But it's just 4th place. That's my 5th place. Oh, I got that when I was 8th place, and you're just there like in gymnastics.
But it's not even that as well. You got you. Oh, well done for taking part.
Exactly, and the big trophies as well, like. Big medals, big trophies, and you'll see all these trophies lined up. And in gymnastics, you have to win in the whole country, and you'll get a plate. You have to beat the whole country, you get a plate, and you're just fair. Like they've got like 20 trophies and 4th place, you know. And freestyle dance, it's pretty cool, and it's hard work, and it's a lot of energy put into it.
Hip hop's not like that, yeah. Hip hop's you don't get medals, you just win, and if you win, sometimes you'll get a t-shirt. Or you'll get money.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'll take the money over a trophy. To be fair,
there's no like 2nd or 3rd place. There's a winner. Yeah. That's it. And then in contemporary, have a medal. You took part.
Yeah. I just hate freestyle for that main thing. Like you'll see these girls and you're just like,
freestyle as a style, it's mad. They do so much.
No. I respect to them. Like you have to be very flexible and stuff.
I feel like I'm gonna really dig a hole and okay.
No, go for it.
Some of the culture I find a bit odd.
Please elaborate, Milo.
Yeah, please do.
And what type of dance?
The freestyle.
Freestyle.
All of it, any type.
Wait, what?
Like,
you know what freestyle is?
Yeah, any type of freestyle.
I don't know the set. But like
freestyle in general,
the competitions and a lot of the costumes I see, and I
Why'd
think
you have a costume for blimmin'
Yeah.
freestyle?
Yeah, I know.
you
And like you
type
see
it-
them
okay,
with like their
type it
hair
up.
all the way up there and like loads of sparkles that probably cost you like £100.
And
you're
when
just
like there's some like little girls that do it, and they can do it really good. They can do really good flexibility, but their costumes are a bit like,
is that suitable?
you're 11. Stop.
Oh yeah.
No, because they're just so like.
I just honestly see the judges, like the male judges, going.
It's not nice.
But at the end of the day, it's not the young dancers. It's probably the parents.
Oh
Yeah.
no, that is true. That is true.
That is very true.
I feel
If
like
they're young and they're sick at dancing, they've probably been pushed in by their parents to start dancing when
Yeah.
they're really little.
Yeah. But the main thing about freestyle for me is the trophies and the medals. Like they don't get medals that much. It's usually trophies. Like 5th place, you get a trophy. And then I'll be in school, right? And I'll be in primary school. I'd come in and I'll show my medals that I got when I got 1st place and 2nd place. And I was like, these are all my medals that I've won over the years. And the teacher's like, oh wow, that's pretty
So
cool.
little Kel will be like,
And the next day, the next day they come in with an armful full of trophies, and they're just like, "Oh yeah, look at all these." And they're like, "Wow, you must be really good." And they're like, "Yeah." And I asked them, "So, what position did you come in?" They're like,
Yeah,
"That was 8th place. That was 4th. This was 1st. And then the rest of them are just like 6th, and you're just
that
like,
is really annoying.
mm-hmm.
I think the only trophy. No, I've got 2 trophies for dance. One of them
I don't have
was
any.
for best dancer award, and that was I worked my arse off for that. And the other one was for prom because everybody knew me as a dancer, so I got best dancer award. Ooh. So yeah, I don't think I've got certificates and stuff, but
yeah, I think I've got
yeah.
a lot of certificates.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I've got medals for exams.
Mm.
I have those with pride because getting a high level in dance exams is hard, especially these days.
Yeah, they have a lot of meaning in things like contemporary and hip hop. Whereas with freestyle, they just lose their meaning. They just start as another freestyle dancer won't be impressed really by trophies anymore. Where outside people, oh wow, you must be amazing, you know. But in the actual
For people that don't understand
an actual dancer, they just don't have a meaning anymore. They don't really. There's nothing to symbolize if you're a great freestyle dancer because everyone has the trophies. You know, you can't really say, "Oh, look at this trophy! I got this because of this big competition." When you're like, that looks exactly the same as something else that someone got for being, 3rd at a local school competition.
I think that also plays into I don't know what to call it, clap culture. I don't know where awards are just given out freely, and it's a bit.
I think it needs to change.
Yeah,
I think it's slowly starting to change now, but especially in UDO, if you guys know what that is.
No.
So it's a bit. It's like street dancing. They give trophies out like nobody's business.
All right. Okay.
That's literally all it is.
Mm.
Sorry for anybody that takes offence by that if you're watching, but
yeah,
I'm 18. I wouldn't say I'm that old, but I've been around and I've seen the change. Especially from me and Milo's age, sorry Josh, but especially for me and Milo's age, the change in dance has been massive.
Yeah, I think so. I think, what would you say the change was from your perspective, though?
Definitely culture for it.
In what way?
I think it's become more accepting.
Yes.
Accepting, but also with it being more accepted, there's been a lot more. What's the word? Bad things said about it.
Yeah, I think that's like a lot of things. I think that's always going to happen. I think.
Yeah, but I think it's culturally more accepted now. Even if you're a male and all that, that's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
But never be afraid to say to someone that you dance.
Yeah.
No matter what they say. If they say, "Oh, mate, do you know what I mean?" They're not your actual friend.
Exactly.
If they're your actual friend, they'll be supportive of whatever you do.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'm quite lucky. I'm friends with people who like theatre kids, and they have to do dance.
Honestly, that's another thing. Like within dance, there's also theatre auditions. Like in dance, you may probably have to do a theatre audition or something to do with theatre.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Well,
like,
that's the point. If you're sorry, Josh, but
Sorry.
if you're going into dance and you're 16, you're going to college, or you're younger, take drama lessons. It's as like
yeah,
wow,
I'm doing drama GCSE.
like honestly,
It's fun as well. It's
Yeah.
fun.
it's fun.
There's a lot
Now
of
be
movement
a
and
tree
stuff.
for half an hour. Tree power activated.
I
Drama's good.
I do hate musicals though. As a dancer, I
that's the
hate
thing. I'm
musicals.
friends with loads of theatre kids, and they love musicals, and I don't really like them. I watched a couple, but
Yeah, okay.
I like a few. Oh yeah, no.
Wait,
I like
okay,
a few.
so-
There's some ones I really like, but
there's some I do, but not really.
Some like it.
Not-
Hip hop
not my
is a
thing.
hip hop show, but a musical at the same time.
Oh, fun. We really stuck ourselves in it.
Well, I
Okay.
mean, I sing, I
Right.
dance, I do drama. I
Right?
just
No,
don't
what's
like
another one?
musicals.
Dancing on Ice. That's a type of dance. That can be turned into a musical as well.
Oh no.
We've really
Yeah,
opened up
no.
our doors.
What have we
I
done?
did performing arts. I did performing arts for 2 years,
I'm just gonna take my headphones off.
and basically honestly, I like musicals, but I'm not like, oh my god, let's go listen to this song now. It just come out. Oh, it's Hamilton. Whoa,
That
like
is what I
don't get
hate.
me wrong, Hamilton is sick, but I'm not that much of a theatre kid. But acting, go for it.
Yeah. Okay, you can come
One
back
day
on now.
more,
Back on.
another day, another destiny.
Milo, what have you done to me?
road to Calvary.
Oh, that was just too funny. I
Alright,
think we
Look,
hurt.
I've just realised.
You hurt me so badly.
I just want to wrap things up here before we we've actually probably gone over an hour, which I think is an achievement for us. That's
That is pretty good.
that's
I
quite a
think.
long one. If you're
I'm
still
only gonna
here,
watch it for
props
5
to
minutes.
you.
And Milo has sweaty arms.
I do. Sorry.
If
Wait,
you're
he's
still here,
dancing.
props to you.
Hot.
Like, thanks for watching all this way. If you skipped
you
the
have.
bits,
Yeah.
all this way.
all this
Wow.
time, all this.
How
length.
about you guys just skip to the good bit? That's the end.
Yeah. We'll put in
Yeah.
the.
These podcasts are so fun to make, and just little things like telling us why you like them. It doesn't have to be in the comment section. Just give us a DM and say, really like your vids. Another important thing is, if you want to be on a podcast, if you've got a skill, got a talent to talk about, there should be like a business email address.
Just
in
honestly,
the
and you can
description.
just put it in the comments
Yeah, and that. Obviously,
because we
we
check
always,
it regularly.
and we always say, if you don't like these videos, dislike it and tell us why. That is like, that's
A big
crucial
thing.
to helping us improve.
Like,
and
we don't
hopefully
mind
we
if
will.
you don't like it. Just tell
Exactly.
us. Tell
Exactly.
us why.
Like with this one, this has obviously been longer. If you don't like that, dislike it.
If you
say
guys
that you
prefer
don't like that
20-minute,
longer.
half an
Yeah.
hour podcasts,
Yeah.
and
If you want to
Yeah.
see things different, tell us. Like, yeah. I think we're gonna end things there. That
Yep.
was it's quite long, but it was quite fun. I kind of forgot we were recording a podcast. I kind of just went
Yeah.
into like a rhythm.
I
was
started
just
eating
like,
my food.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I had my dinner halfway through. Thanks, Dad, for making that.
That's another thing, guys. So hopefully, or I'll bring this closer. Hopefully, we're gonna start 2 podcasts a week. But we're thinking about it just the Monday or whenever we do it. It's just gonna be chill.
Yeah.
Do you guys like our little chill ones? Just a little chat, just talking about what's going on.
Like this one,
Yeah.
just-
Actually, we need to.
I think
we need
less
to do.
less as long. Yeah.
We need to like get a promotion out of there. If you want to see a second podcast, let's hit 10 likes and we'll do another one. I love if we don't even get 10. That'll be so awkward.
We won't get 2 at the most.
No. We get a 10 on average. Yeah. So
Well, if we hit 10 likes, then in 3 weeks' time, then
I
we'll do
can't be certain.
in
Yeah.
3 weeks' time, then something like that. We'll do 2 podcasts and see how that does.
Also, give us ideas.
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Comment.
That's
Do
a good
this.
point.
I wanna see
We don't
that.
always have a load of ideas. We need some advice in general.
Yeah.
Please
Advice.
tell us. Please talk to us. Please engage. We want to, so please just.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna end things there. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Love you
and
guys.
I'm not even gonna do it. Don't try. You just look weird.
Oh, what? Okay.
And we were JMTS.
JMTS.
Everybody be away.